With macOS 27, you can vibe code Safari extensions, and they're awesome. I'll show you how I made an extension to download all images on a page, capture a frame from a currently playing video, a faster way to go into picture-in-picture, quickly see what fonts are used on a page, extract any RSS feeds, and a ton more. Oh, and side note, I'm originally from New York, so go Knicks. So this is beta 1 of macOS 27 Golden Gate, and in Safari, if you want to create an extension, you just have to go up to this symbol here in the address bar, and you'll see the Describe Extension option. Here there are some ideas that you can copy and paste if you want to try them, or just describe an extension from scratch. Let's do something simple like hide the header for this web page. Now when you first describe an extension, Safari is going to suggest apps in the App Store that have an extension maybe similar to what you're looking for. But you don't have to download any of them, just click create and then it will generate this extension for you. Now these extensions do sync across your Apple devices, but you can't share them. So while I can't put links in the video description for you to download these extensions, if you're running the beta, I'll put the prompts down there and you can copy and paste those. All right, so it just created our hide header extension. Let's try it. And sure enough, header of the website is gone. And you'll see all the custom extensions live here in the toolbar and you can customize those, add or remove them as you want. Here's our hide header extension that we just made, and we can try it out again. Here's the website without the extension, and with the extension, it hid the header. And the great part, if the extension is not doing exactly what you want, you can always go up to these extensions, like my image downloader, which I'll show you in a moment. You can click Edit Extension, and then just describe a change. So like you're following up a prompt with an LLM, you can do that with these Safari extensions. But let's try this one out, the image downloader. So I wanted this extension for things like Apple newsroom articles or PR releases, where there's a lot of images. I want to be able to save them quickly. And while you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and use the download all option, that will save videos and images, plus it's a zip file. I just wanted to quickly get all the images with one click. Well, now with this custom extension, I can just click it once and there you go. And you see them all going into the downloads. And if I go to my downloads folder, here are all the images. And now I can quickly share them on social media, put them in a video, whatever I'd like. Let's try another newsroom article. Click it up here in the extensions. You see all those images flying to the downloads folder. And here's the folder in my Finder. Sure enough, all those images quickly saved. Next, I wanted to see if I could create an extension that grabs a frame of a currently playing video. This would be especially useful during things like Apple Livestream or other tech events where I wanted to grab something on screen, but rather than trying to screenshot a specific area or even using CleanShot X, I can just click my extension now. It's going to take the current frame on screen and then save that to my downloads folder. Here it is. I'll just preview it. And there's the image. And this is actually the full resolution of the video. It is a 4K image. And this extension isn't just screenshotting the page, because if you use this on like a DRM'd website, like just as an example, I'm actually playing a One Piece episode on Netflix here in Safari. It's black because I'm screen recording right now. But if I use my extension to capture the current frame of the video, it grabs something from the video. The colors are a little weird, so it's struggling with whatever protections are on the website, but it still did it. And speaking of downloading images, if I wanted to quickly grab the thumbnail of a video I'm currently watching, I created this extension, which when I click it, it will get the full resolution of the thumbnail, opens it in a new tab, and then I can quickly save this as well. Next, maybe you're doing some research for school, you're writing a paper, and you want to quickly cite the website you're currently looking at. Well, you can create an extension for that. This one creates a citation for the current website and then puts it on your clipboard. So I just ran the extension, I'll paste, and now we have a citation. I can even change that to be MLA or another format. Quickly cite any page you're looking at. What about picture-in-picture? Now there's a built-in Safari picture-in-picture option. You do have to go to this little menu in the address bar, and sometimes you'll see picture-in-picture, sometimes you won't. Well, I created an extension where I can just click this symbol here, and when I click the camera, whatever video is currently playing goes into picture-in-picture. And like I mentioned, these sync to all your Apple devices. So here's my iPhone Air running the iOS 27 beta. And if I go to the little extensions area, you'll see Manage Extensions. All the extensions I created on my Mac are available here on my iPhone. Let me turn on that auto picture-in-picture. I'll allow the extension here on my iPhone. And now if I'm watching a video like on YouTube Mobile, I can tap the extension area, go to AutoPiP, and now the YouTube video is in picture-in-picture here on my iPhone. And it'll work great on my iPad too. Next, this was one of the extensions in that Describe an Extension menu, but with this one, it can actually make little fireworks appear whenever I click my mouse on a web page. Maybe I'm doing a screen recording and I want to highlight on my website there's a new Now page. Well, I can go to that page, and now when I click, you see the little fireworks appear from the cursor. There's also a circle there from CleanShot X, which I'm using to record. But on this Now page on my website, you can see all the latest podcast episodes, videos I've published, and my posts from Mastodon all in one place. And you can even follow this one RSS feed at the bottom, and that will have links to everything I do, podcasts, videos, all of that. Claude helped me build this, by the way, and I'm going to be talking about it on Primary Technology this Thursday. That's my tech podcast with Jason Aiton. You can follow or listen to an Apple podcast or listen wherever you get your podcasts. Scan this QR code, you can listen to Primary Tech there. An extension I would have loved when I made more websites Just to know what fonts are being used quickly, I created a font inspector. So with this extension enabled, I can just roll my mouse over different words on any web page, and it's gonna give me a breakdown of the fonts being used, the size, and the weight. So I can quickly see what The Verge is using, go over to 9to5 Mac, see the fonts they're using in their headlines and body text. Super cool. And speaking of font extensions, maybe I want to change the font of every website to Helvetica at a certain point font. Well, one of the other extensions I made is a Helvetica font changer. I can just enable that, and now on every website, it's going to change all the text to Helvetica and the same size. Here's Daring Fireball in Helvetica. Here's The Verge in Helvetica. Now this is beta 1, so it's very early, but one of my requests I sent via feedback is the ability to toggle these extensions on or off without disabling them. So as you can see right now, I can't really stop the Helvetica or the font inspector. I actually have to go to the extensions menu and turn them off right now. So if I go up to Safari and then Safari extensions, you'll see all the custom extensions that I've built. They're right here, along with any third-party extensions underneath. So I'll disable the font inspector and Helvetica font changer for now. Next, sometimes I just want to pull all the URLs from a web page. Well, an extension can do that too. I'll click this little paperclip icon, it pulls all the URLs, and then if I paste, like here in TextEdit, you'll see every URL that was on this web page was on my clipboard. Now you can combine this with maybe a shortcut that then gets your clipboard, cleans it up, or looks for a specific URL, but I thought that was cool. And in addition, if you want to be able to find any RSS feeds that might be associated with a page, like my Now page, you can create an extension for that. So I'll click Find RSS Feeds, and if any RSS feeds are found on this web page, it'll be here in a little pop-up menu, and there you can see, that's the RSS feed for this page. I can add that to my RSS reader, automate in shortcuts, whatever I want. Now, unfortunately, these Safari extensions can't communicate to other apps. So if you wanted to create an extension that gets a recipe from a web page, formats it nicely, removes the junk, and creates an Apple note, it can't do anything outside of Safari. You would need a shortcut for that, and get subscribed and follow along because shortcuts are going to get wild in iOS 27. I already did one video showing some of the changes, but I already found a ton more, so I'll be covering them here on the channel. But these custom extensions are sandboxed to Safari, so you can't ask it to create a note or even enable a focus mode, but you can start a timer with an extension. So this extension right here, when I click it, I can just start a 3-minute timer and have that visible here in Safari as I'm reading an article. And then I can stop and toggle it off. All right, and the last custom one I'll show you, again, if I was doing more web development, this would be really useful, but I created an element dimensions inspector. So when I enable this custom extension, if I roll my mouse over certain areas of a website, it will tell me the current dimensions of an element, like this block here in Squarespace is that many pixels wide. Or if I go to a website like 9to5 Mac, I can click on this image and see the exact resolution of this. This might be helpful for social media if you want to know the exact image something appears, like a header image. Just curious how big different elements are in a website? Well, you can make an extension for that too. Those are just 10 or so extensions I created quickly since the beta released, and it's just the beginning. If you guys have ideas for extensions, you want me to test them out, drop them down in the comments. And like I say, get subscribed because if you want to see the changes in shortcuts, well, one, I'll put my video here, but I also have a shortcuts community where I do live streams every week. And over the summer, I'm going to be covering all the changes in the Shortcuts app for iOS 27, new shortcuts we can build with new actions like storage, there's better photos and messages actions, which are wild, and you can join the community by scanning this QR code. You can join for free, join thousands of others asking for shortcuts help, sharing shortcuts they've built, and then you can become a member and catch those weekly live streams and all the recordings. I share a new shortcut every week, and you can access my entire shortcuts database. And by the way, Siri AI is actually really good. I've been testing that and did a video that I'll link right up here. It's really hard to resist installing Beta 1 on my main iPhone, but I'm holding strong right now. We'll see how long that lasts. But follow along for all the changes over the summer, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.